What's up, lifers? Welcome back. Doing time.
Shalom.
Cast,
Shalom.
episode 4, season
4.
2.
Season 2.
Chugging along. I'm your host, Dick Rubin.
And I am your co-host, Speak the Rebel. Rocking that big dick energy tonight with my Adidas Originals Crocs.
Yeah, I'm very upset about that, but
Hey,
I'm not
you know
going to
what?
comment.
You know, I had to do it for the culture.
I'm not going to comment on that.
I'm in tune with the streaks, bro.
Yeah, the gardening streets.
The streaks.
But
so, leading off tonight, we'd like to welcome everyone as they're coming in. We have great guests tonight. JFliz is going to join us momentarily. Yes, what are we pushing this week, Brad? We have many things doing.
We have the Sailor video just dropped.
That's my video for Sailor. Actually, you can see Mr. Rubin in the video.
Yes, sir.
As well as Ferris Electric. We played Russian roulette with a butcher knife in my shed while I rappity rap songs.
Ferris handling the meat.
Very Ferris Electric on the meat.
He was upset about it, but he was a trooper. So
the meat man.
Got to give it.
Ferris the meat man.
But yeah, but then we got October 30th, Attack of the Killer MCs. Everybody.
October 30th, man. One of the close to last Middle East shows, I guess, is what everyone's saying.
I'm hearing different reports.
I'm hearing several conflicting reports myself. However, October 30th, you can catch me and the rest of the Animal Embassy fam. Yes, Shot Elemental, Ferris Electric. Who else? Paranoia will be there.
Yeah.
We have Grime Wave.
We got Genosha
Records. Who else we have? Who else? Run
we
have
down. The Assassins, Kemetic. We have Poetic Killer. Kemetic, I'm sorry.
Poetic Killer, who was on with us 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
shout out to him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. So hopefully
21 plus, right? 21 plus.
21 plus. Wear your costumes.
Middle East upstairs. Bring your costumes.
Yes.
We want slutty nurses and pirates.
Yeah,
and those can be unisex.
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
Express yourself.
But shave your legs though if you're gonna be a slutty something. Please,
shave your legs.
Can't be looking at that.
Commit to the part.
Right, exactly.
Commit to the part.
But what else we got coming up?
We have a new Spotify playlist for the Lifers Cast up now on Spotify, which is going to feature weekly updates of hand-picked moderator-picked tracks from people that we had on the show, as well as an infinite amount of other Lifer members. I know we have some Weapon ESP up there, 38 Spesh, Mac Homie, in addition to, Paranoia, myself, like 10,000 other people, EXP, all that. So we're gonna be taking submissions for that every week. You can hit myself or Dick Rubin, Brad Bailey up with your submissions. We're trying to grow it, and we're trying to keep a pulse on latest releases of more mainstream underground cats, as well as people we interview. So, we want people to meet people here, find out about them, and then listen to their music easily over on the Hip Hop Lifers Doing Time podcast playlist, only on Spotify. What else are we trying to do? YouTube.
We got the YouTube channel. Yeah, we need subs, man. Come on, y'all slacking on subbing with us, man.
We need subs on the YouTube, the Hip Hop Lifers page.
So all you gotta do is click that link.
Click the link.
Watch a couple videos here and there. You'll be good.
So we can keep bringing you this Emmy-nominated content on a weekly basis. So without further ado, we'll welcome our guest in right now. Mr. JFliz. We're going to bring him out. Let's give him a round of applause. There he is. Hey! Woo!
What's up, fellas?
Yeah!
What's going on?
He bailed out this morning, and he's joined us tonight.
I'm here.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. It's
Thank you for coming.
Of course, yeah. No, it's good to finally kind of meet you, fellas.
Yeah, no, we had so many missed opportunities to run
Yep,
into each other. But
I know.
for the people that are not familiar with you, don't know you, tell us about yourself.
Yeah. So I
Wait,
mean,
let me interject.
go ahead.
Act as if we have zero idea who you are, what you've done, or what you sound like. Give us the pitch.
All right, the elevator pitch.
Ferris, what's up, buddy?
What up,
Uh,
guys?
so yeah, JFliz. I've been doing music really my whole life, but dropped my first project in like 2012. I did that whole project up with the Bridge Sound and Stage with Archetype and all those cats.
Nice. Oh.
Had some dope features on there. I had Esoteric on there. I had Planetary. I had XL. I had my homie Alias on there. So kind of jumped into it full steam back then, and then kind of dropped stuff up to like 2018. And then my first kid was born. I took time off and just kind of did the family thing, chilled out, just focused on that. And then, but always, I knew I was going to come back to music at one point or another because it really just like mentally just kind of balances me. And it's always kind of been my outlet, even when I was like a young kid. So I got back into it basically right about the time COVID hit. I had a little extra time, so I bought some equipment and started recording at home. And November of 2020, I dropped my comeback album, Grown, which I produced all the beats. Yep, I did all the beats. Obviously, wrote all the rhymes.
Oh shit, self-produced.
Did the whole thing. Well, I didn't mix and master it, but other than that, I did the whole thing. First time diving into beats too. So it came out dope. So that project's like super special to me.
And what's it called again?
Grown.
And where's that available?
Everywhere, all platforms.
Everywhere,
all platforms. You can hit my Bandcamp. It's everywhere.
Plug the Bandcamp, man. We're fans of shameless promotion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shameless promotion.
Buy my album, he says.
That's right. That is the one. There it is.
Buy my album certified.
But yeah, so after that, like shit just kind of took off. Like a lot of people resonated with the album, and then I just started, networking and I linked up with like Knuckle Draggers, and we started kind of doing a bunch of shit. So my next project after Grown was Devil at the Pulpit, which was all produced by Tali Rodriguez from Knuckle Draggers. So, and like that project just like kind of was
who else is Knuckle Draggers? That's G-Fam Black.
Knuckle Draggers, yeah. Tali, G-Fam, P-Ro, Ugly John in Japan, Cloak and Dagger, which is Dias, and Cracks Sizzlack. So
Cracks Sizzlack.
Yeah, so that's
shout out to Joseph if he's watching right now.
Yeah, I mean that's
I'll call him.
One hell of a squad right there. There's not really anybody working as hard as those guys, but I've been trying to keep up. So I got my new project dropping tomorrow. No Flowers Necessary.
Produced by
Skinny Bones, the Godfather, out from the
word. Another these are all hip hop lifers fan, man. This is beautiful.
For sure. Yeah. So that tomorrow, that'll be my 8th project I've dropped in less than 2 years. So I've been grinding. Like I said, 8th project. I probably dropped like 10 standalone singles. I've done like probably almost 20 features for different cats from here to Germany to all over the place. So I've been keeping busy, and it's been dope. It's been nice getting back into it for sure.
That's fantastic. Now they can cop the new album everywhere as well.
Yeah, that'll be on all platforms starting at midnight, and I'll make that Bandcamp link live, and this shit's off and running. So
congratulations, man. I don't think people realize how hard and how many steps there are that go into actually releasing something. So anytime someone releases something, it's a huge victory as far as I'm concerned, because the process is painstaking.
It's a lot of work. It's time consuming, and it's tough to balance it when a lot of us obviously got full-time jobs, and me, I got 2 kids, and shit's hectic and it's nonstop, and it's dope to be able to find a balance and still be able to find time for the music.
Absolutely. Trust me, we all know that. Quick shout out real quick. We got Lyrics, the lyricist in here.
Lyrics, what up, homie?
Clarence Wiggins, what's good? Meg Richardson is here. Y'all who know Meg Rich, she's on me and Shy Elemental single, Pay Me. Ferris Electric is here. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Jeff Friedman, good. We like to welcome everyone. So album's dropping tomorrow. Any specific songs we should be watching out for? What's your favorite song on our release?
So the single dropped 2 weeks ago, which was "Don't Need Your Flowers," and that featured my homie M. Doc Diego out of Rochester, New York, and that song it basically ended up turning into the name of the project essentially. Like I didn't have a name quite yet, and then I hit up M. Doc to do a feature because I'm on his project that's coming out pretty soon. I was like, I want to get you on here, and he kind of just did his thing and he hit me with it, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be the concept. So the single caught mad love. It's been killing it. That's out now, so you can go to my Bandcamp and peep that right now if you want.
Up on streaming as well.
That one's just on Bandcamp right now. So you
got
can
that exclusive.
That. Yeah,
artist page exclusive.
Yeah, I try not to. When I drop a single before a project, I usually just put that on Bandcamp and just kind of drive everybody there. And then obviously when the project drops, it's everywhere. But the project's dope. It's only five tracks, but it's got a little bit of everything. And it opens up with kind of like a just banger. I got my homie DJ Decepta laid down some crazy cuts on the intro track. Then I got G-Fam Black on the second joint, which is just an absolute banger. Just typical JFliz, G-Fam. We've done a handful of joints together at this point, and it's always correct. So that's worth checking. Couple more joints. You got Piro on there. He drops a crazy dope hook on one of the joints too. So it's a good little project. It's got a little bit of everything. So definitely worth checking out.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait. We're gonna be putting a couple of those songs up on the new playlist on Spotify, the Hip Hop Lifers doing podcast playlist.
Now, what's your process? Like, how do you put yourself through the writing, recording, juggling family? It's gotta be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I fortunately got a job where I'm on the road like all day long. From the second I leave the house, I'm in and out of different accounts for my job. So I'm basically in the car a lot, and I basically have whatever project I'm working on at the time. I got the beats loaded up, and I do all my writing during the day. So it's kind of like double dipping. I'm kind of writing while I'm working on the clock, but it's good. I do that. So I'm in the car. I'm writing. I'm kicking rhymes the whole time. People probably look at me like what the fuck is this dude doing next to me? But it's like my own little, booth. Just ISO, just chilling in the car all the time. So that's where I do all my thing. And then at night, when the family's in bed, I just come in here and I lay everything down. So I said, time wise, I manage to balance it that way. And it's kind of funny. I write a little different. And this might be some people might find this a little boring, but when I write, like say I'm on my fifth or sixth bar of a verse, when I'm going to write the next bar, I don't just think of the sixth bar and then go to the seventh bar. Every time I write, I re-spit the entire first 6 bars till I get to the next bar. So So literally by the time I actually finish writing a verse and finish writing a song, I know that shit like locked in.
Yep.
Even the little intricacies of like where I want to drop a breath or I want to take a pause or I want to do this or that. So like it takes me a little longer to actually write a song, but then when I come in and I get in the studio and I record, I usually like knock shit out in like 1 or 2 takes. Which again for me helps me because of my limited time at home with kids and everything else. I can come in and I can, when I did Grown 12 tracks, I recorded that whole project in like 4 hours, I think.
Oh, good for you, man. Good
like I said, it's a different way of the way I do it. But for me personally, it works.
Yeah, I don't think people fully understand how many things the average MC is balancing in his life just to make music.
Mm-hmm.
I know me myself, anything you hear of mine was recorded after 11 p.m. So
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned being a father as well. So what is the family supportive? Do you find
Oh yeah.
you find that helpful? I know some people have family that's constantly kind of working against them. And
Yeah,
can you
no.
touch on that a little?
Yeah, for sure. No, like luckily my wife's been like, you know, when I told her like I wanted to start recording and shit again, she was like, "Do it." And she was like, like I said, for me, like it kind of balances me and like it definitely makes me more of a whole, complete, like better person. It's just the way my brain operates, and it's a way again for me to kind of decompress and release and just get everything out, whether it's good or bad or you know whatever the case may be. So like I said, it's not taken away from you know time. I'm sitting down and having dinner, and I'm doing tubs with the kid and getting on the bed and reading books and teaching, you know, coaching soccer on Saturdays
I
you
love it,
know,
man. I love it.
like
I love
it's full-time dad mode all the time, and that doesn't stop. But like I said, she's, you know, when I need the time to just come in here and do my thing, you know, she's all about it. You know, the kids get a kick out of it. You know, we'll be sitting at the dinner table or whatever, and my oldest, my 4-year-old, he'll be like, "Daddy," he's like, "You're JFliz." I'm like, yeah, like, yeah, no, I am. So it's cool. No, they all dig it, and anybody that's listening to my music, I talk about them relatively often. I got a couple songs, you know, just kind of about them and family life and the whole nine. So they're a big part of it too. So it works out good.
Oh, that's dope, man. Shout out to Bex Davis, who's in here, one of our moderators.
What's up, X?
What up? Brian Kordick is here as well. We got the whole fam here, man. We got
dope.
We got 15 to 16 people on right now. It's dope. Yeah, this is a big deal.
Nice. What's up?
So speaking of the actual music,
yes,
here's
sir.
something I like to ask people. What is your favorite line that you have written? Period. What is the signature JFliz line?
Oh,
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
I am proud to be the only rapper in the history of rap to ever have used the phrase mashed potato sandwiches in a rhyme. All right, so that's like my claim to fame right there. I also invented a word called Neanderthalians. I don't know if that's even a word, but it worked for the rhyme.
All right.
Well, what's the signature JFliz, or even just something, you know, it doesn't have to be flashy. What's something you stand for in a rhyme? You know what I'm saying? We make you think on this program.
Yeah, I wish I knew that question beforehand. That's a
oh no, man, this is all gotcha journalism.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Dude, I don't know. Something off the top of my head. A signature line. And I say motherfucker a lot, but that ain't really a line. That's just
that's a line.
That's just something.
I mean, you got kids, man. So we have receipts on that. You know what I'm saying?
I know. So, I know.
I say motherfucker.
Yeah. Shit, man. I don't know. I can think of one line on my next project that's about to come out.
What do you got?
Well, not the one that's coming out tomorrow. My next project that's already done, that's in post production. I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anybody else is. I know
absolutely.
That's some kind of nerdy shit, but if anybody,
we're all secret
all right.
nerds.
So anybody a Mandalorian fan?
Absolutely.
All right. So one of my there's a line on this new one. It says it's something like Mando armor, best car, go to war. My best bars hit hard, break your damn jaw. Some shit like that.
I like it.
I haven't. I'm sure there's some other Mandalorian lines out there, but I thought that Mando armor, Beskar, go to war line was pretty dope. So I'll give you that one.
All right. Hey, you stood in there. You answered the question. That's
there we go. All right, 1 for 1.
1 for 1. Brad, what you got? You got some good ones.
We got to move on to a little segment we call Tales from the Internet.
Tales from the internet.
Now,
Tales from
this
the
could be
internet.
this could be a like a strange story, a weird story, a crazy whatever weird shit that ever happened to you, either with a fan or anyone interacting.
You know how the internet, especially with hip hop, is. You know, it's an unforgiving wasteland of pyramid schemes.
Yeah, yeah, that it is.
Anyone try and trade you anything weird for a verse?
Not that I recall. Not that I recall. Yeah,
I get offered drugs a lot.
Do you?
It's hilarious because I'm 7 years sober, so it's like,
good for you, man.
He looks like
not gonna
he
work.
Drugs.
That's what's up.
I'll take baseball cards.
There you go.
Beats. You know,
that's fair trade.
I can be bought. I never said we couldn't be bought on this program. So
no, for sure.
Tales from the internet. Though you ever had
from the
internet beef over something weird?
All right. So this is all right. This is an interesting one. I'm glad I thought of this, I guess, because I was gonna say something that was like completely stupid. But so when I was in high school, when like we were still rocking AIM and all types of shit back in the day.
Shout out to AIM. Yo, I miss away messages, by the way. Away messages.
I mean, AIM was dope. I'm not gonna lie. I thought AIM was the shit. So,
absolutely.
But so in high school days, and back then my rap name, MC name was JFliz.
Okay.
So at the time, this was back when I had a compact Presario, and I was recording rhymes on like a little stick mic on my computer over just random instrumentals I downloaded. And I was uploading that shit to Napster back in the day. All right. So some cat I think he was from California, hit me up and said, and it was just like, yo, he was like, I'm JFliz. I have the rights to that name. You know, you got to change your shit, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, like I'm like a 16-year-old white kid from the suburbs. It was just like, you know, rapping and doing bullshit and just posting it on the internet. But like, I was like, oh shit. So I was like, I had to change this. So I ended up changing my MC name and flipping the whole thing. And I'd say that was probably one of the craziest things that happened to me on the internet for sure.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that motherfucker I said motherfucker. I'm pretty sure that dude don't rhyme no more.
Everybody drink. And
I'm still here doing it. So.
Well, hey, man, you could probably take the name back if you wanted.
Nah, it's all right. I'm too accustomed to JFliz now. As semi-corny as the name as it is. Hey, it's sticking.
Not corny.
It's stuck. So
this is only you come on this show. This is a brotherhood of big dick energy. We're only building each other up. It's not corny. It's who you are. We rock with it.
No doubt.
We rock with it. So I'm going to go ahead and assume this is something we like to ask people. What's your favorite day to drop a new project? This is a highly contested issue within our circle. Some say Friday. Mm-hmm. Others with more reasonable business minds say Tuesday.
Yeah.
Elemental, I say Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
My boy, you know, issued a decree that if he is on it, it never gets released, not on a Friday. So
that's a good question. I mean, and that's debatable. I think I remember seeing that up in the chat at one point too, people talking about it back and forth. And my 2 cents in general was basically
Tuesdays.
My 2 cents was, you know, if you're promoting it properly and your shit's dope, it shouldn't really matter.
Amen.
If people are paying attention to you, they're looking forward to it. You can drop it on a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Sunday. They'll go listen to it.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, on a traditional, a lot of people like to do it on Fridays. I don't know, me mentally, I'm like, Friday, you're in a better mood. You're about to go into the weekend. You're about to listen to some new music. Like, that's kind of a cool feeling. And then on the flip side, doing it on the Tuesday, it's like you get people the whole week to kind of catch up to it. You let it hit the blogs, hit the stations, the DJs, whatever, and then it's kind of locked and loaded headed into the weekend. So, you know, you can kind of go with it whatever way. But I definitely think, again, if you're promoting it properly and, you know, people care enough that it's going to get peaked regardless. So
I can dig that. Akil, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope I said your name right. It looks like a keel, so
Yes,
I'm just
that's
gonna
a
roll
keel.
with that.
I'd second that.
Yep, it looks
But
like
yeah,
a keel.
it's a balancing act, just like anything else, you know.
Yeah.
And, my personal belief is Friday is just because the record labels knew everybody got paid that day, and they wanted to start just getting all the money they could out of you. That's my belief on why Friday started. But
Okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
so another little topic that sometimes we have around here, because you're our age, you know, the ageism question in hip hop.
Yeah.
The whole Funk Flex drama that happened a couple months back. Where do you stand on that? You're getting better with age. Everybody gets better with age.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's, I remember when Vinny Paz posted about it, and I mean, he's right. It's like, it probably looks silly when, RZA and Jizza and Wu-Tang are up on stage and, they're, dudes are getting up into their 50s and, but it shouldn't matter. You know what I mean? If you're out there and you're doing anything and you're dope, and again, like you said, you get better with age. I'm better now than I was 10 years ago. And I got more fans now than I did 10 years ago. And, it really shouldn't matter. Like you said, BB King and all these old school cats that did, Stevie Ray Vaughan or fucking whoever else was rocking into the older age. Stevie Ray obviously died young, unfortunately, but
that BB King was in his 80s, man.
Yeah, plenty of people.
Even you see,
Sinatra, I mean, whatever the genre was, they performed until they couldn't anymore, and people still paid to go see them. So it really shouldn't matter when it comes to hip hop. I get why people have that perception because, but they shouldn't. I mean, they shouldn't. Period.
Case in point, Black Thought turns 53 October 3rd. And
my favorite MC of all time.
That dude is still, I mean, he gets better and better with every release. So I'm not buying the. I see hip hop going more the way of blues and jazz, where I mean, especially someone like Jay-Z, who's in his 50s now, but still the culture. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the ageism question, I don't really subscribe to that. I think if you're up on stage 50 years old trying to do like trap club songs,
right?
Like, okay, that's a little silly.
Yeah.
But age. Oh, Akil. Yeah, age shows reason and wisdom. It's true.
Yep.
It's true. Plus, like a butcher gets, is a master level butcher and chef at the age of 70. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean to tell me
it's true.
You mean to tell me you don't want the 75-year-old sushi chef? That dude can rock the shit out of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, like you said, the age shouldn't matter. If you're still out there and you're performing at a high level and you're doing it and people are out there rocking with you, it shouldn't be a problem.
Absolutely. And plus, I mean, I still, you got to like watch fucking Def Leppard be 90 years old in leather pants on stage.
Right, yeah. Aerosmith and, all these old cats that can barely get on stage at this point.
Exactly. So that's acceptable.
They just keep making the same music over and over and over again. They made the same record since 1990.
Yeah, it's true too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, so speaking of Def Leppard, I know it's a weird segue.
I don't know where this is going.
Speaking of Def Leppard,
I
could take this anywhere right now. You don't play the drums with one arm. What was I going to ask? Oh, okay. Music that you listen to that at first glance we would not think you listen to.
Trance.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I dig that.
I've listened to it, my whole life. Well, not my whole life, but since I've been a teenager or whatever. But yeah, I'm like a huge Paul Oakenfold fan.
That's good. See, that's cool, man.
All that type of shit. Yeah, I rock out to that probably on the daily at one point at work or something. I'll throw that on and move and groove a little bit. I like just about everything besides country music.
It's a reasonable opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'll fuck with Johnny Cash a whole bunch, but other than that, like I won't listen to country for the most part. But yeah, I dig trance quite a bit. So
I like it, man. EDM, people don't realize EDM. Its roots is heavily tied to early dancehall, early club music, and hip hop. It was all kind of in the same sort of area. So
Yep.
I
Yeah,
mean, you could say some of the stuff that Coke La Rock was spitting to was, EDM by today's standards.
yeah. I mean, I like I like a lot of cats that kind of fuse styles. Like RJD2 I've always been a big fan of. And you can almost hear like a little bit of everything in there. And like Bonobo is like another one that's a little more new school nowadays, even though he's been around a while. But like Bonobo, I'm a big fan of, and like he does a lot of, it's like hip hop meets like a little bit of EDM type of, little bit of everything. And that type of shit to me is super dope. So like I said, I dig a little bit of everything.
I love it, man, and you got to incorporate all sorts of different musical influences.
For sure.
It's that's dope, man. See, I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought. I'm happy to now know that.
There we go.
Happy to have known that. Outside of hip hop, any other hobbies that someone would not think? I know a lot of rap dudes are big collectors of things. I don't know why, but we all are. It seems to be.
I don't really collect nothing. I'm in the alcohol industry, so like for a while I used to be like I sell like craft beer, and now I sell booze and all types of stuff. But so like for a while I was like into collecting beers and all types of crazy shit like that. But I really haven't been doing that for a couple of years. Really not into collecting nothing. I honestly don't do much besides work on music, and hang out with the family. I mean, that's really all I do. I've recently been making time for myself to work out a little bit because I'm unhealthy as shit. But so I've been up on that Peloton in my basement a whole bunch lately, and trying to get healthy. But yeah, other than that, I don't got much time to do anything else. That's really it.
Yeah, at this point in your musical life, how important do you believe maintenance is?
I mean,
to the body,
it's as far as lyrically and breath wise and getting behind a microphone, I've been fine with that. But aside from that, man, I got some high blood pressure going on and some high cholesterol and some all types of stuff. I'm seeing doctors in the whole thing. So I've been on a health kick lately. This is probably the first drink I've had. This is for you boys. And in like over a month. So I've been kind of really strict with all that, eating healthy, working out, and all that good stuff. So yeah, like I said, my life is not very exciting. I'm not this super exciting, awesome rapper. I just kind of am a dad who just kicks rhymes in his free time.
It's funny, man, because a lot of the other dudes that we've interviewed, we talked with Reef the Lost Cause last week.
Mm-hmm.
About the perception of like what people think we're doing and how we're living life.
Right.
Versus he was saying like, everyone thinks he's in some glamorous studio, but he's like in his boy's basement on a couch with like a little dog, like recording.
Passing out with the dog, taking naps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pomeranian or something.
There's a big misconception on like how people, if you're in the studio or even like running a show.
Yeah.
Dude, that running a show is more nerve-wracking and work than
it is
where you get to enjoy yourself.
Yep.
You're trying to keep time, you're trying to run around, do all this bullshit. So yeah, definitely it's all, like I say, everything's a balance. It really is.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's funny. I mean, and again, when people see, again, somebody like Reef, who is obviously, 10 stories above me, but again, at the end of the day, we're all the same people. We all we got friends, we got family, most of us have full-time jobs. I mean, salute to all the cats that are making a living off of music. I mean, that's obviously the ultimate dream, but for the majority of us, that's not the case. So, we're all just ordinary dudes out here, and there's a million of us dropping music. So, which for me, like I got a project coming out tomorrow, and I know 5,000 other people are going to drop something too. So anybody that, spends 20 minutes to peep my project tomorrow,
Plug the project again. What's the name of the project dropping tomorrow?
No Flowers Necessary.
On all platforms, JFliz.
All platforms,
Shamelessly
yes,
self-promote. Oh, Tally Rodriguez is here, man. What's up, bro?
My brother right there.
Thank you for stopping by with us.
Salute, Tally.
A lot of traffic tonight. It's a good thing.
That's good. I'm glad it wasn't only 2 people. I would have been embarrassed to show.
Man, we're hanging out now.
That's good, man. Be fine for the 3 of us.
Good.
We're gonna move on to what's your issue. That's a good one.
Oh, this is Brad's favorite.
Yeah. What's your issue? That shit could be anything. It doesn't have to be music related. It could be anything out in the world. Like something as small as people not going fast enough onto the highway on
Okay. Man,
what grinds your gears?
Yeah, that's open ended. I mean, because I could do that all night.
We have 24 more minutes to fill, so feel free.
All right. No, I mean, a lot of stuff pisses me off, and I don't like most people. So the list could be endless. I could do something small as I hate opening the milk container and that crusty shit.
Yeah, bro.
Man, that grosses me out. I'm like, I'm about to drink this, and this crusty stuff's coming off the top of it. So I got something small as that.
Some baby boomer is sitting around saving that and making something out of it.
Yeah, it. Yeah, don't throw it out. We got to compost that or do something with it.
Having depression fucking flashbacks.
Oh, horrible. But yeah, I mean, something small as that. Musically, sometimes I think I see, people out and about in the world and in the hip hop scene and stuff. And I see a lot of cats that are like, I think they might, I wouldn't say downplay me or like disrespect me, but I feel like some people think because like I kind of, I live comfortable. Like I have a nice house. I got a nice family. Like I'm very fortunate. I work super hard for all that shit. And I think some people kind of think I'm like less hip hop or less deserving of, kind of getting shine because of that. And realistically, that was me making a conscious decision way back in the day to, instead of spending all my spare change on studio time and doing this and doing that, I was like, this shit is a 1 in a million shot. I go, I could rap my ass off and be doper than a million other people, and I could still wind up fucking nowhere. So for me back in the day, I was like, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to have a good job. I'm going to have, benefits, the whole 9. I'm going to set up my family, be straight. And then I'm going to do music on the side. If something more comes out of it than just a hobby, that's dope. But, for me personally, I was like, I'm not willing to risk my entire life and bank account and everything for something that's 1 in a million. So I feel like some cats might look at me a little less and think, again, that I don't deserve to be doing what I'm doing because, of whatever the way I live. But again, I feel like a lot of cats, trying to do what they do to get to kind of where I am from a financial standpoint. Like they're doing this and they're trying to make a career to live nice. So I kind of just did it the other way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And not to sound cocky or arrogant.
No, not at all. Here's something that bothers me about the general culture as a whole sometimes is there's a perception that you can only be broke and in housing or selling drugs or selling whatever.
Right.
There's a perception that you can't be anything else.
Mm-hmm.
When the fact is, and this is why I personally respect dudes like Nipsey Hussle, Rock Marcy, dudes like that started saying, nah, fuck that, man. Like we can be like flashy, over the top, successful people. You got Nipsey bragging about his life insurance and his investments, and it's like, to change the mindset collectively that hip hop doesn't mean poverty. It's a mindset that I feel has been kind of ingrained in the culture.
Yep.
Where anyone that's got too much money or too many nice things or you know,
yeah, you come off like a sellout all of a sudden. Just
yeah, but
it's
like, but it's funny because all right, Jay-Z is a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
no one is pocket checking him, being like, well, you're a billionaire now, so anything you say,
right, is irrelevant.
It's irrelevant now. You got too much money and all this shit. So
right.
I personally hate the perception that every song has to be about shitty life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
sure. Yeah, it doesn't all have to be, super grimy, crazy, gutter type of music. And I love that shit. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I
it's good
grew
to
up
pay hot.
on that, and it's dope.
If you've lived that at any point in life, or you're still living that, then that's great, man.
Right.
I'm with that. I mean, this is a music that expresses the struggle of the people.
Yep.
But I think people lose sight of that when they think that just because you have money now, you don't have morals.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have empathy for people in shitty situations.
Yep.
It's almost like it's frowned upon to grow up and be an adult.
Yeah.
They want you to say that hood rat, little delinquent, and that's not how life works. You got to grow up a little bit, and you got to move on. And like he said, he has to provide for a family first.
Yep.
So you can't be out there running the streets trying to provide for your family and then get locked up or get killed or something. And then you have no family, and your family doesn't have you.
And that's a whole other misconception is you have to, be violent, and that's for credibility. People trying to catch clout at every angle, doing stupid shit just to do it. And I feel that's why I appreciate the new wave so much, is because it's brought out that fly element, that fly rap, that like eating exquisite meals while wearing mink coats and shit. Like, that shit's fly to me, man. Ghost and Ray started that, you know what I mean? And it ain't even from a money standpoint. It's from a mentality standpoint of like, yo, check it out. I may not have much, but I'm a fly motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
I said, I mean, it's a different, like I said, I always had just a different mentality. And like I said, I've been writing rhymes since I was in 3rd grade. I mean, no bullshit. I stumbled into hip hop at a young age before, I even hung out with other people that listen to hip hop. Like, I was, I've told shit a million times, but I was at fucking Caldor with my mom back in the day.
Caldor, shout out to Caldor.
Yeah, bro. She was shopping for I don't know what, and I was out stealing tapes. I was
y'all who don't know,
36 Chambers, like, and I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I was just stealing shit because I was a punk kid, and like I go home and listen to this shit, and I was like, oh, what? So I mean, I've been doing hip hop a lot longer than a lot of cats I see out here now, and I'm older and whatever, maybe a little wiser, but I always had the mindset at a young adult age that like I wasn't gonna just put it all on the line and just do some grimy shit and just to get a name or get popular or whatever. It's just like I'm just trying to be me, do me, make music. And like I said, I love the grimy rap. I love all that stuff. I grew up on Jedi mind tricks and shit like that. And, again, pumping it for tomorrow, but like my joint with G-Fam's just like that typical gutter, like banger, like dope as hell. And I'll, talking all types of nonsense, but, I do a lot of stuff where I'll talk about, my emotions and my family and depression and anxiety and real life stuff. That a lot of people they won't even touch that on a record.
Oh man, that's a whole other show of mental wellness within the community.
Yeah.
So another question. So to follow up, dream collab, man. If you could work with anyone, one song, who would it be? What's the dream collaboration?
Is this like a Dead or Alive type of thing?
It can be, dude. It could be fucking Jesus if you want.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it could be.
You
could get the Lord on the track if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's another tough one.
What does Jesus sound like over a beat?
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, no shit, right?
It'd be interesting. Man,
Lyrics, real shit.
I honestly, it would take me a long time to process it and really, but I'll say Guru.
Guru, okay, that's a great choice.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Fantastic choice.
like most of us, probably all of us, everybody here is obviously a huge fan of him and Gangstar, and grew up on it. I mean, almost all of his records, whether it's solo or Gangstar stuff, just top notch. And he was ahead of his time. Brutus, what up, homie?
Oh, Brutus Maximus is here all the way from Australia.
Mate.
Damn, we're Mr. Worldwide right now.
Here he is. But yeah, I mean, Guru's a huge influence on me. Probably like, just about any MC, I would say. So for an answer, that's probably what I would go with for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a phenomenal. Lyrics said she go with Sean Price. That's up there for me.
Yeah, that'd be in my top 3 to 5.
I had the opportunity to, 13 or 14 years ago, and was like, I don't know if it's worth the $500. Like a fucking idiot.
Like, no, speaking of, it just kind of reminded me not to get sidetracked.
No, go ahead, man.
I sadly did back in the day a very, 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 very dope, nerdy joint. We sampled Masters of the Universe, like He-Man, Masters of the Universe, the cartoon.
Hell yeah.
And me and Blackistan did a joint together.
Oh, no shit.
And it never got released. And I no longer have any of the files. So it is gone. And to this day, R.I.P. Blackistan.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, man.
Because he was the dude.
He was a great, phenomenal human, man. Awesome. Not just a MC, but a phenomenal human.
Yeah. But yeah, that just, I don't know what made me think of him. But yeah, that's a bummer that'll never come out. But
nah, man, that's a good one. That's a very good choice
for sure.
A generic follow-up question that we like.
Generic's okay.
We're not gonna hold you to anything. This is not. You can change your mind. I'm not gonna pull this up if you change it.
All right.
Who's in the top 5?
MCs.
Yes,
sir.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Miss Universes. Top 5 Miss Universe.
Sean Price.
P.
Black Thought.
Yep.
Guru.
We got 2 more.
Yeah.
Speak the Rebel. We're down. We got 1 more.
Speak the Rebel.
Shameless self-promotion.
Very shameless. I could cop out and say me, but I won't.
Oh, if you could watch you rap, that's some Kanye shit. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Greatest regret, right? You never be able to see yourself perform.
Yeah, no, I know. Big Pun's probably up there. Prodigy's up there.
Oh, man, dope choices.
Yeah, I mean, the list that's a tough one again off the top to do, but I'd say Guru, Sean Price, Black Thought are like off the rip.
Absolutely. Black Thought.
Speaking of Sean Price, next week we have Miss Bernadette Price.
Yeah, that's right. Bernadette Price is coming on.
Podcast, doing time. That's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
But let's move into some fan questions. We got a lot of people on right now.
All right.
We'll start asking some questions around here.
Let's see.
See what
we got.
Nobody's asking anything.
Nobody has anything. We have no questions.
No questions.
Great. Wanda, you have a question? What do you have?
Kanye says that Brutus.
What? Hold on.
Brutus says Kanye
being assaulted by a woman in a wheelchair. It's a Susan roll by.
Jackson Field.
All right, good.
She wanted a roll by.
What is your issue of the day?
My issue? I did talk.
Mother.
My issue.
What is your issue?
My issue
Go ahead.
is when people feel the need to give me their entire medical freaking history. I don't care. It doesn't compare. I got you all beat, assholes. Fucking try this.
Good.
And
Good. Handicap power.
handicap.
All right, go back across the room,
What's
please.
the Bex? Bex
We got a question from
My
William
mother
Ross.
is a angry Roomba. She's a
Yes.
Roomba with an
Roomba with an
attitude.
attitude.
All right, goodbye. Only I can make those jokes, by the way.
Oh shit. William Russ has a good question. He said, "What album should we start with first if we started with your catalog?"
Oh yeah, first time listener.
It's probably between two. I would say it's between probably Grown, because it was honestly my comeback album, and also at the same time I thought it might have been my last album.
Self-produced.
So there's kind of self-produced, and like anything and everything I wanted to say, from personal stuff to family to everything, is kind of, it's all out there, and it is super dope. There's no features, it's just all me. So that's,
oh man, I love it. Love it.
Again, two, I would say me and my homie Tali Rodriguez is Devil at the Pulpit.
Tali, man. Actually, we have a question from him that came through the wire. What did you eat yesterday?
Did you?
Was it fucked up?
Tali would ask me that. I don't know. I don't remember. Food. I don't.
Bex Davis asked, "What's your favorite Wu album?"
Oh yeah, that's
36 Chambers.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Wu member?
Another tough one.
Get off the fence, Fliz. You gotta make a choice.
No, that's tough. Maybe Ray. Maybe Jizza. I don't know. It's so hard. I love I don't know. I love everybody.
Anything above you, God, is a solid choice.
I don't know. Everybody's dope. Deck's dope. I don't know. Everybody's dope. But that does remind me, and it's a little bit of a spoiler, I guess, but I've got a single coming out that is very Wu-Tang heavy. A song coming out that's very Wu-Tang heavy.
What's it called? What should we expect?
It is called The Lab.
The Lab. When's the Lab dropping?
This
is exclusive news right here.
It is exclusive. It is a single. It's a one-off little thing I did with my homie Hilltop. We've done a couple joints together, and he sent me this. And when he sent it, I said, "There's no reason why we should even be touching this," but we did it anyway. That's all I'll say. But it's dope, and that it's probably dropping sometime in October.
Good.
Excellent.
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
We got another question. Let's see. Brian Kordick from Knob Noster, Missouri, writes us and says, "Biggest local hip hop influence."
Nice. That's a good question. That's dope. Another tough one, but if I could only pick one, I'd probably say Mr. Liff.
Liff, yeah, man.
I would say Colossus was like the first hip hop record like out of Boston that I dove into. I still have it, and it was just, that's what opened me up to Acro and Insight.
Yeah, man.
And the SO, and then trickled into Jedi Mind Tracks, and just kind of opened up an entire world. And that record kind of made me want to be like somebody in like the Boston scene. And it's taken a long ass time to get there, but I do feel like at this point, like when people talk about the scene, I guess, like at least with some people, my name is in the conversation, which is dope.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
Yeah, I would probably say Mr. Liff.
Yeah, Liff actually is out doing something with what is it, Brass Menagerie? It's a brass band.
Okay.
He's been playing at literally like opera halls with an all brass band behind him, and he's doing versions of his songs, but with a brass band. Brass Menagerie.
Yeah, he's
it's great.
Yeah, he's done a lot of cool shit. Since back in the day. That's different and dope. I would dig that for sure.
Absolutely, Brad. We got a Brutus question.
Yeah, we got a Brutus question. If you could be sponsored by one brand, who would you choose, and would you slip their name into your lyrics?
Brutus also writes to us from Hooker Point, Florida.
Hooker Point, Florida.
No. Now, am I obligated to say raw side hip hop right now?
No, we try and keep them out of the conversation.
Right. That's gross.
Payback, bitch.
For real, I would say raw side hip hop. That's
absolutely, man.
Because you know why? Because raw side hip hop supports me. Brutus shows me mad love.
Absolutely.
And I try to do that. Whether it's a small show or a small blog or a podcast or a little station or whatever, like anybody who shows me some type of support, I always try to support them back.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That, you guys can attest for that, whether it's copping gear or, just sharing shit or whatever the case may be. I'm not some big-headed, and nor should I be, because I'm essentially nobody, but I'm somebody. And
you're somebody, buddy. This is big dick energy only.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
right. That's right. But no, anybody that supports me, I support. So, I'm gonna say raw side hip hop.
Raw side, man. I joke with Brutus all the time that he is the number one coverage of Boston hip hop comes out of Australia.
It does.
It's wild, man. We've adopted that guy. I call him Fez because he's a foreign exchange student to Boston. But most supportive dude ever. If you check out rawsidehiphop.com, daily updates on new releases all around hip hop. Dude is always, he hosts videos for all of us. He has really cool t-shirts and hoodies for sale. So
yeah, for sure.
rawsidehiphop.com.
Yeah, you just put
You're
that,
welcome. You're welcome,
that
Mark.
4 words hoodie up for sale. So
you're welcome, Mark.
But all right, we're gonna be wrapping this up in a minute. So this is the time to shamelessly plug yourself. Tell us everything you got going on.
Oh, yeah. Nicole Parsons, what's up, girl?
I guess last plug, like I said, tomorrow, me, Skinny Bones the Godfather, no Flowers Necessary drops. It'll be out at midnight. If anybody's up, I know I will not be. But like I said, when you get up tomorrow, this weekend, or whatever, go check that. I got another project that's about to be in production, engineered by my homie Tali Rodriguez. That is produced by one of my favorite cats I've come across in the past 2 years. I won't spill that yet, but
oh man, we can't get another leak on that. What's up?
Do you want the leak?
Exclusive. This is breaking news.
Are you guys familiar with Home Team? Y'all
yes,
know?
I am.
All right, so y'all know Onaje Jordan?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, me and Onaje put together
breaking news.
Dope project that will be coming soon. So that's what's up on the horizon.
Thank you, girl.
So that's about it. Like I said, tomorrow it's on all platforms. You can hit me anywhere, everywhere. You can hit my Bandcamp. It's jfliz.bandcamp.com.
Name of the album that's dropping tomorrow again.
No Flowers Necessary.
No Flowers Necessary.
Got you. Again, thank you.
Oh, there it is. Hold it up.
You got the glare.
There we go, right there.
And I got.
We got merch for sale through the Bandcamp as well. jfliz.bandcamp.com.
Yes,
Best
sir.
Artist is going direct to them. You'd be amazed how
there it is.
How much, even $10, $5 helps the cause. So go direct and support. He's one of us.
That's right.
We take care of our own.
Right. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming on.
All right.
Super appreciate you, man, so much. Thank you. Me and Brad are going to shamelessly plug things right now as well. Brad, you want to tell them about YouTube?
We got the YouTube channel, Hip Hop Lifers YouTube. Go and subs. You can watch all old podcast episodes. We have artist playlists. We're going to be coming up with some more stuff to be putting on there exclusively. So yeah, definitely go and sub to that. Sub to the YouTube. We got Attack of the Killer MCs, October 30th.
October 30th, Middle East upstairs.
Middle East. Everybody,
legendary.
Please wear your costumes. Remember, we want all the slutty whatever you can.
Want sluts, bro. We want all the sluts.
Everybody, slutty something, slutty clowns, whatever.
I want. Yeah, it's the time.
What do you got, Jay?
Excuse me. We created a new Doing Time the Lifers Cast Spotify playlist, which we need subs on as well. It is up on the Hip Hop Lifers group page. It also will be posted in this thread on my Facebook, J Speak Lane. It's going to feature weekly moderator picks of current releases, as well as an artist spotlight on whoever we had on the show. So if you want to check out JFliz, in addition to going direct to him, you can check our Spotify playlist. It's Hip Hop Lifers Doing Time podcast playlist. So it comes up if you put in Hip Hop Lifers, boom, it's right there. And that's it. Buy my album as well. Buy my album. Watch my video that just dropped, Selah, produced by Prometheus. And yeah, Brad, you're gorgeous. You look great. Glad you can join us, everyone. We're super happy, man. We thank everyone for coming and hanging. We will be back, me and Brad, next Thursday, correct?
Nope, next Wednesday. Bernadette Price.
Wednesday. I'm sorry. Bernadette Price will be on with us next Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
Wednesday, 8 o'clock, and then Thursday at 8 o'clock we'll be back with Uncle Evan.
Uncle Evan from Providence. What is it? WBRU Providence.
The homie Uncle Evan. So yeah, definitely tune in. We'll see y'all next week.
Have a good night, Nicole.
8 p.m.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Peace.
Have a good night, guys.
Doing time.
Buddy, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it, fellas. I'll catch you later.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right.